has been hired. And this is all at a customer's expense unless we are contracted out to do a lockup or complete package, then we will do all of the removal. You will notice here in bold is the actual lockup package price. So this is the price with all the standards. This is the part that usually confuses people down here because this is what you can change to. So if you wanted to delete the case, as I mentioned, in this particular package, you would minus $221. If you wanted to delete the roofing nails, you minus $29. If you wanted 2x10 floor joist with 3/4 plywood, which a lot of people go to make it just a little quieter, a little more steady, then it's an additional $231. So these numbers you would be adding or subtracting from this base number here. So the pre-cut engineered floor joists would be an upgrade of $1,584. So those are the basic I-joist. If you wanted the webbed truss system, it would be $2,703. Then if you wanted to change from your treated decking that's included in the package, then you could, you know, go to, this one would be plywood. That's when you want to then have another thing like a Duradeck or something like that put on top. Then you would minus $762. To change from the decking to Trex is an additional $1,776. But these are all numbers specific to this particular estimate. This is just for you to be able to figure out how to read your estimate. You will see the DuraClad is $238 upgrade. This is a metal roofing system, and these are large metal pieces that you will get. So these are very hard to install yourself. We definitely recommend going with the standing seam, otherwise known as Prolock. The DuraClad will be applied on strapping, not sheathing. So you'll see that it'll be harder to do because it's more like open framing that you're installing it on. Also, it requires many screws. The Prolock system, which is an additional $2,187, would be very easy to install. They're 16-inch strips and they're a little more sturdy. They're easier to walk on once done, and it's applied on sheathing. So you're also paying for the sheathing in that price. So now we move down to your siding choices. You have the Royal Genesis vinyl siding, which you minus $3,029 from the Hardy siding in the standard. So the Hardy siding is fireproof, mold-proof, waterproof, and a long durability period. If you want to, with Hardy plank, once it fades, you can repaint it and it's good for another 15-20 years. We definitely try to get people to stay away from reducing themselves to the vinyl, just because you are getting a product that isn't going to be as good as the Hardy product in the standard. But as it is always personal choice for sure. Can XL is an upgrade, $3,424. It does not have the fire rating, and it is the thing that people like about Can XL is it looks more like painted wood. So it's still not a natural looking wood. Log siding, there's the log siding, which does have to be treated front and back. You have to allow an additional 2 weeks for that treatment, and then every 3 to 5 years you have to power wash that and put on another treatment of a product like Sikkens. There are better products out there in regards to not being so sticky. So, you know, there's also a fireproof and fire retardant system that you can put on there. It's available at logfinish.com if you wanted to look up some more alternatives. You will see that there's many different kinds of Western red cedar. Again, you just add this number to whatever, whichever one you choose, you add the number to the original standard price. This is the most important one. You will see here this number. It says complete package additions. That's all your drywall, insulation, choice of casings, baseboards, interior doorknobs, interior doors, all of your closets, um, your shelving for your closets is included, and also most importantly, your jambs around and windows extensions for the interior. This is definitely a great value. The only thing that you would need to purchase if you were to buy the complete package would be, of course, your foundation, your plumbing, your electrical, your flooring, your cabinets, and uh, of course your paint. So by purchasing a complete package, you will definitely have your set budget and have a very reasonable um, control of your budget on your build. So here it'll list all the insulation. So what we require is when we get to the drywall stage, we recommend highly that you talk to your drywaller and you get your drywaller to do a count for you. So then you're not ordering all 8x4s and that kind of stuff. Your drywaller can definitely count your drywall so you're requiring less taping. And then you'll save money on your mudding cost, which is always a huge cost when it comes to the drywall stage. You can definitely exchange any of these items. We've had people exchange the insulation for soundproof insulation. Of course, then there's always an upgrade. People don't realize that sound board and sound insulation is almost 4 times the cost of regular board. So you'll be looking at more around $38 a sheet rather than the $12 a sheet minimum. So just to keep that in mind, that's why we always start with the minimums and then go up. You'll notice that our insulation is definitely not minimum. Um, and we do keep our levels of standards quite high, but we just want to make sure that you are aware whatever you want, we are able to source out. So if you want to have a new type of shingle, we can definitely source that or give you a credit back towards that if we can't supply it or if our turnaround time won't be high enough. So that's just a little quick overview. If you have any other questions, please contact your Cameron Manors representative and we will be more than happy to answer your questions.